Before I knew the word trauma, I knew silence in a room. Before I knew what life was, I was learning how it wounds. But somewhere at my grandma's place, I still could breathe and smile. So here's the story of the boy who walked 1,000 miles. Who walked 1,000 miles. Grandma's house was my little world, my shelter from the storm, a place where childhood felt alive, a place that felt like home. But father's house was different. Every doorway held a fear of drunk man and a broken home and a childhood disappear. I watched my mother suffer through a word she didn't choose. I learned that love can turn to pain when anger gets confused. I didn't have the words for it, but something changed inside. A little boy was watching things he shouldn't have to hide. I carried all those memories before I knew their weight. Learned to read the room before I learned to read my fate. Grandma was the closest thing to love that I could claim. So every little kindness felt like sunlight through the rain. But even that could fracture, even safe could become strange. The people that you lean upon can sometimes change their face. I didn't understand it then, I only felt alone. A child searching everywhere for somewhere to belong. I was bright in the classroom, little spark in my eyes, mathematics, dreams, imagination reaching high. Thought education was the ladder, thought I would climb up to the sky. Didn't know that life could change before you even say goodbye. Then my father got sick, everything started rearranging. Mother finally left him and the whole world started changing. I didn't have the language for the storm inside my head. Just questions getting louder every night when I went to bed. Then depression found a doorway, first a stranger then a home. Strange thoughts, heavy morning, feeling different and alone. First time I had to face a mind I didn't understand. Fear inside my chest with no map inside my hands. Vacation after Pew, I remember that it sad. Nothing looked the way it did. Nothing made much sense. Was young and scared, thinking something must be wrong. Trying to find an explanation just to somehow carry on. Then my father passed away and I carried all the blame. Put a weight upon my shoulders that was never mine to claim. Third year of engineering, dreams were left behind. While everybody saw a dropout, I was fighting for my mind. But pain had taught me something that nobody could explain. When words get trapped inside you, putting words on paper breaks the chain. I remember being younger, grandma's words could cut me deep. Sometimes I would take that heaviness and put it on a sheet. Not a masterpiece, just feeling that I couldn't keep inside. Somehow writing what I carried made the pressure subside. Ink became a doorway, paper became a place to breathe. Every sentence pulled a little weight away from me. Then college introduced me to a different kind of sound. Rhymes and rhythm, rapid syllables, words bouncing underground. Rap became a language for the things I couldn't say. So I started turning memories into music every day. Poems became verses, verses slowly became songs. Every beat became a place where all my broken thoughts belonged. I couldn't change the childhood, couldn't rewrite yesterday, but I could take the pain I had and turn it into something I could play. They saw the unfinished degree, I saw life undone. They saw another failure, I saw battles never won. But somewhere underneath it there was still a little flame. Even when I couldn't see it, the flame still knew my name. Flame still knew my name.